hurt and anger over the death of George Floyd while in police custody has spread from Minneapolis across the world, where artists have shared their grief and calls for action in the memory of a man who moved to the Twin Cities from Houston, where he was a part of the local hip-hop music scene. It's Thursday. It's May 28th, and this is the current music news. I'm Jay.
I'm Jay. It's an incredibly sad time in the Twin Cities. There's been a constant community outpouring of grief and rage since George Floyd, a black man, died in Minneapolis on Monday after a white police officer knelt on his neck. Our colleagues at NPR News have been closely following this story, and you can find their coverage at nprnews.org.
George Floyd was well known to many in the local music community. He was a bouncer at Conga Latin Bistro, which is a nightclub in northeast Minneapolis. And Maria Issa, a hip-hop musician in the Twin Cities, said on Twitter, "R.I.P. Big Floyd. Thanks for treating us like royalty at Conga. This happens to too many people we know in the cities. No one deserves that. To find out it was the security guard who made us feel safe at Conga just sucks."
Before moving to the Twin Cities with friends in 2014, George Floyd was a member of the Houston hip-hop scene. He was associated with the Screwed Up Clique, which Billboard calls, quote, one of the most beloved rap crews in Houston history. It was led by DJ Screw, who pioneered the chopped and screwed sound where popular songs are slowed down. George Floyd was known as Big Floyd as a rapper, as well as to his friends in Minneapolis, and you can hear him on tracks including this one, Sitting on Top of the World.
I'm sitting on top of the world, treating the drape off candy paint with a swirl, picking up poppers, scooping in the shopping, watching me come down with my wood grain on chopper.
Musicians across Minnesota, in fact, across the United States, and in fact, the world, have gone online to share their grief and their anger and their sadness over the death of George Floyd. Cardi B, Snoop Dogg, Ariana Grande, Ice-T, Ice Cube, Madonna, Common, Billie Eilish, Justin Bieber, Zoe Kravitz, and Taylor Swift are just a few of the musicians who've spoken out. Many shared illustrations of George Floyd and quoted his painful last words.
Here in Minnesota, many artists and community members have been sharing the same images and words, as well as, in many cases, adding their voices to calls for charges against the officers involved and sharing connection and concern for community members. Artists like Dua Sala are retweeting calls for help and action, and Dessa shared a hand-printed sign saying, "Justice is what love looks like in public. Black Lives Matter." That's today's music news. We'll be back tomorrow.
It didn't really feel like we could cover any other stories today, so we just thought to take a moment of silence, and we'll leave you with the homepage that Beyonce posted on her website yesterday.